Good morning, everybody. We're being quiet this morning. We're making breakfast. We don't want to wake Aiden up. We had a tough night last night. So I'm making some biscuits. We're having biscuits, sausage, and chocolate gravy this morning. So I am halving my normal recipe here. I've got 1.5 cups of flour. I'm using all-purpose flour. We'll put in 1 tablespoon of sugar. Sometimes I use honey, sometimes I use sugar. Today we're using sugar. Then we'll put in 1 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Let me grab out baking powder. Might have that in here, I don't know. One, put a little extra in there. A little extra never hurt. I'm gonna have to refill this. 1 1/4. Now, the oven is heated up. And then I need 1/4 teaspoon baking soda. I have, I think, shown y'all my biscuit recipe a few times on here. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm using the pink Himalayan. You can use whatever salt you want, however you want to do it. And then we're going to whisk this together. Just going to grab my little spatula here. We're going to whisk this together. Stir this together. We're not whisking. We're going to stir it together. And we're going to get this mixed up. Now, I use vegetable shortening as the fat in my biscuits. There we go. So I need 1/4 cup. Oh, that is not vegetable shortening, y'all. Apparently I had a rough night too. Grab a spoon. Grab my 1/4 cup measure. We're just going to add this in here. Alright, there we go. And we're just going to put this over here in our dry ingredients. There we go. And we're just going to use our little spatula to get that off the spoon. There we go. And then we are going to, oh, I did forget to add, I use this buttermilk blend. I don't always keep buttermilk. Not always. And I need 2 tablespoons of it to make 1/2 cup of buttermilk. So there's that. Let me grab the pastry cutter. I'm just going to blend this in. Like that right there. I'm going to get these biscuits made first, because it won't take long for the chocolate gravy and the sausage to cook. Alright, that's about it. That is about it. We'll scrape that off. Oh, there's a big chunk. There's a big chunk. Let's get that worked in real quick. We've got a busy day ahead of us today. We're going to plant our fall, or some of our fall garden. at some point today. We're kind of waiting to see what the weather does, because it's been kind of storming around here, and I would prefer not to be out in that. So, oh, we got that all over the place. Lovely. All right, let me grab my measuring cup up here. I need a half cup of water. Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm going to put that half cup of water in there. And that makes our buttermilk, and we're just going to mix this together. Get that all incorporated. I may have to grab a little bit more water. I don't want my biscuits too dry. Y'all know how I am around here. Get my hands in there. Make sure there's plenty of moisture. That's the best way I can tell. Just by getting my hands in there and working that dough. And I've got plenty. Don't need to add anything. So we're good to go there now. I don't want to overwork my biscuits, so I'm going to stop right there. Get all this dough off my hands. Like that right there. I hope y'all can hear me. I do. There we go. All right. Let me grab my parchment paper. I don't have pastry mat or anything like that, so I just use a piece of parchment paper. Does the same thing. Does me good. You know what? I forgot to put any flour out. Let me grab me just a little bit of flour, just in case I might need it. Don't take much. Don't take much at all. Now, the amount that I use, it usually makes us 6 good biscuits, good sized biscuits. So that's plenty for us. Plenty for us. I'm just going to shape this a little bit. And then I'm going to put it down here. I'm going to flour my hands up pretty good. I don't use a rolling pin on this. Just use my hands. My best tools that I have in the kitchen. Just going to use my hands and I just press it out until it's the thickness that I like for my biscuits. And that's about there. Oh, hello. Get all this off of me. All right. Now I'm going to get me a piece of wax paper. You can use butter on this part. You can use shortening, whatever you want to use. Since I've already got the shortening out, I'm just going to use it this morning. I just fold my wax paper up. Get me out. Got my cast iron here. Get me out some shortening on my wax paper. And I just go around and make sure that I have the bottom and the sides covered really well. Now, if you want the outside of your biscuits crispy, you can put this in the oven and let it melt while your oven's heating up and have it nice and hot and ready to go when you get your biscuits done. I don't do that, but you can if you want to. Now I'm just going to take my old biscuit cutter here, set this back over here, and I'm just going to cut. I don't twist or anything, I go straight in, straight out. And that's about the thickness I want my biscuits. Right there. Right there. And when I don't have any more room, I'm just going to pick my dough up, and I'm just going to redo it just real quick, okay? Just real quick. Lay it back down there, press it back out. Again, to the thickness that I like my biscuits at. Sometimes I can get 2 out of that next mix, and sometimes I can't. There's a gnat in here. Lord. Scoot him over. I think I can get one more good biscuit out of this. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I don't need to cut that. I'm just gonna put that one in there. We're gonna cook it up. So we got 7 biscuits. I'm gonna put these in the oven. My oven runs a little hot, so I cook mine at 425 instead of 450 or 500. Cook mine at 425 for about 15 to 17 minutes. I check them. You know when your biscuits are done, when they're light and fluffy and golden brown. So these are going to go in the oven, 425 for a few minutes. It's almost breakfast time. got some butter, stick butter, unsalted stick butter over here in my pot. About 3.5 tablespoons of unsalted stick butter. And I am just mixing up my whisk. This has got our cocoa, our all-purpose flour, and our Splenda. I use Splenda. You can use real sugar, whatever you want to use. Got it, and I'm just mixing it up. I'm going to let my butter melt over here in my pot. Got my sausage going. And my recipes will be linked, or will be in the description for all this. Again, chocolate gravy was our first video here on YouTube. And I'm not gonna lie, it was a little wonky. So, yeah, we're gonna let that melt for just a minute. Then we're gonna get this mixed up. Get over here and turn the sausage. It's smelling good. Oh, that was breaking apart. That's okay. Y'all don't pay attention to the time on my clock up there. I've never reset it from when the power went out the other day. So, I am not cooking breakfast at almost 1:30 in the afternoon or 1:30 in the morning. No. Ah, that looks good. Let's check our butter over here. It's almost melted. I've got my eye set on medium high-ish, heavy on the ish. And we're just going to get this melted. Let me check out my biscuits. Well, they are about done. They are close to done. Our butter's melted, so I'm just going to pour our cocoa, flour, and sugar mixture in there. I'm going to quickly give it a quick stir, okay? Just a quick stir. And then we're going to put our first cup of milk in. I'm using whole milk. And then I'm going to put another cup in here. So after I get this stirred around, we're going to put our second cup of milk in there. Like that right there. We're just going to keep stirring this. I am going to multitask here. Watch me go. I'm going to get some of our sausage off because it's done. It is done. Get these pieces out of here. Oops. Rest of that'll be done. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. It'll be done here in just a minute. Let me get this whisk in real good, and then I can get the biscuits out. Easiest breakfast in the world. My absolute favorite breakfast. Alright, we've got that whisk in. I'm going to turn the oven off. Grab my pot holders. We'll go ahead and get these out. Oh my goodness. There's your biscuits. We're just whisking this. We don't want the sugar to scorch. Because scorched chocolate, no, not good at all. Not good at all. Our biscuits are out of the oven. They look really good. This is almost done. I can feel it starting to come together and thicken up. So it's almost done. Yay! And then I'm going to grab these last pieces of sausage out of the skillet. Oh, those got a little brown on the bottom, but that's okay. They'll eat. It just gives it more flavor. So we scoop that back off the eye. Leave that sitting there. Still hadn't got my tomatoes put up from the other day. Oopsie. Alright, y'all, this is coming up. Getting thick. Smelling amazing. I'm going to grab this, a dipper. It has seen it better days. It's stained by turmeric, probably by some beets. That's okay. This just smells like home, y'all. This is a comfort meal for sure. For me, anyway. It's a comfort meal. And I think we are pretty much there with it. Because you still want it to be pourable. You want it to be the consistency of, just a regular white or sausage gravy or whatever. Well, sausage gravy would be lumpy because of the sausage. Y'all know what I mean. Because as it sits over there and cools while we're making plates and stuff, it's going to get thicker. So we're there. Alright, y'all. Breakfast is ready at my house. It's a breakfast of champions. We got our sausage, our homemade biscuits, chocolate gravy. It's breakfast time, y'all. Good morning. Let's eat breakfast. It's time to cook supper, y'all. I have got some new potatoes here in my pot, and I'm just boiling them. And I just want them to get fork tender, because I'm going to make some smashed potatoes. I have been waiting on this very patiently. Over here in this bowl, I have a pack of chicken legs, and we're going to pat these dry. I'm going to actually cook these in the air fryer, get them going good. So I just want to take some paper towels, dry them off good.
Take some paper towels.
Are you coming in to help me with supper? We're just going to dry them off good, put them down here in the bowl.
I just wanted to copy what you said.
You better get out of here. I found these chicken legs on sale, and these little packs are just the perfect size for us. So I grabbed several of them. They were $1 and something, I think, for a pack. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. So I'm just getting all the moisture off of them. Like that right there. Putting them down in my bowl. Alright. Gotta go wash my hands. Alright, so we got that. We're going to put a tablespoon of olive oil over our chicken. Just a tablespoon. That should be good. That should be good. And then I need a tablespoon. It says dark brown sugar. I've got brown sugar. So that's what we're going to use. You work with what you've got. No sense in going out and buying. So there is a tablespoon of brown sugar. And then I need 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika. Gotta open it, of course. And of course it's not gonna open easily for me. Nothing ever does. Oh, y'all. Okay, now let's try this again. 2 teaspoons smoked paprika. So there is half. 1. Oh my Lord, this smells good. Half. 2. We need a teaspoon of kosher salt. And I am just going to eyeball that. There we go. And half a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm just going to put my freshly ground. Let me check these potatoes because I do not want these to overcook. They are getting there. They are super close, so I need to keep a close eye on these. Some of them are a little bit bigger. Yeah. Almost there. I need a half a teaspoon of dry mustard powder. There's that. And a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Just a 1/4 teaspoon. All right, there's that. Now we're going to toss this. Let me grab my tongs over here. We're going to toss this just like this to get all the chicken coated. Oh, timer going off for the potatoes. I'm watching them very closely. I probably needed a bigger bowl for this, but that's okay. We'll get it because there's a lot of spices right there. I want to get down there too. That's okay too. We will just take our chicken and go around like that, and that'll get those spices. Oh, it's got so much color. It smells amazing. Let me get down in here. Check my potatoes one more time because these have got to cool off just a little bit so that I can touch them and get them smashed. All right, we've got a little bit more time. Get these spices on here. I am not mad at this chicken, I'll just tell you. This smells and looks amazing. Alright, so there's that. Let me move all my spices out of my way. We're going to set them over here. And then we're going to, it says to preheat the air fryer. Yeah, I've never preheated my air fryer, so yeah, don't know about that. Anyway, I'm gonna put my chicken over in here. Just lay it around like that. We have a Power XL. I love the big basket on this. Love it. Alright, so there's that. We're going to go up to 400 and we're going to go 10 minutes to begin with. And then we'll see. We got to flip it over and then we'll cook it again. So let me get my mess cleaned up. Our potatoes are fork tender. I've turned the eye off over there. So I'm going to go get these out of the water. I'm going to put them out on baking sheet here with a little bit of parchment paper so that they can cool just a little bit where I can stand to handle them. And then we will get to smashing. But I got to get them out of that water quickly. So I'm just kind of moving my potatoes around, spreading them out. Hope you guys can hear me over this thing. I don't know if that's going to do that or not, but we'll see. Got me a little shot glass here. My old smoky moonshine. It doesn't take a whole lot, okay? You don't need a lot of pressure. You don't want to demolish it. You just want it to smash, okay? Like that right there. Just kind of flatten it out. And I don't think it's going to do anything on them big ones. I'm going to have to get me something else. Whoop. Well, that one kind of demolished a little bit. That's okay. Don't have to be pretty to eat good, right? Does not have to be perfect. I am cooking for my family. They know I am not perfect. But you do kind of want to try to keep them together. Don't need that peel in my way. Some of these I have to put a little more pressure on because they are a little bit bigger. But for the most part, these are good. These little ones are. I just didn't have enough of the little ones to fully feed us. Got all this chicken over here. It is smelling absolutely delicious. I can't wait till it gets done. I'm gonna have to go get like a half pint, I think, to do these bigger ones. Maybe. Nope. Yeah. There we go. Got that one. Just gonna put it back together like that. Now let me grab, oh, no. Let me flip my chicken. Just a moment, please. Oh, y'all, look at that chicken. This is gonna be so good. I just know it is. I just know it. I'm gonna flip it like that right there. Ow. Then we're gonna put it back in here. 400. Now I'm gonna do another 10 minutes. It says about 8 minutes, but on the bone chicken usually takes a little bit longer. Let me grab, I've got a clean half pint jar sitting over here, so I'm just going to take it. Well, I said I was. I might not. There's that one. There's that one. I'll shut one down a little better. There's that one. Let's see if we can get this one. If not, then it's starting to give. It's starting to. Alright. There we go. Let's put this back over here in the sink. Now, what I've got here is fire and smoke potato slayer. Y'all, if you've not tried this, you need to. We love this on baked potatoes, smashed potatoes. Been sitting in the pantry because I've been waiting on these taters. We put this on almost all of our potatoes except for mashed. But it just, oh my gosh. It's so good on these smashed taters. Alright, there we go. There's that. Now I'm going to take some of our crumbled bacon that we got at Sam's a couple of weeks ago. We'll put it over the top. This right here. Now, y'all, it's not going to completely stay there, so just do the best you can with it. You may have to scoop some of it up when these are done. I may have to get another bag out. I know I am. These thaw so quick and so easy and so well. Let me grab another bag out of the freezer. Now, how easy was that? We're going to continue putting this on here. Now, if you don't like bacon, don't use bacon. You can use a little bit of ham on here. I just like the loaded smashed potatoes. I like the loaded potatoes any way you cook them up. I'm a huge fan. Who am I kidding? I'm a huge fan of potatoes. Any way you cook them up. Alright. Oh, there's one I missed. Be sure to get you. Alright, that looks good. Put some of the leftovers in this bag. Right there. Now I've got a bag of green onions that I've cut up. And I do these the same way. I put them in the freezer. I may have to get another bag of these too. That's okay. That is perfectly okay. And I'm going to put these in the oven under the broiler. I'm going to put my cheese on there here in just a second. We'll put these in the oven under the broiler. Let me grab another bag of onions. Why do you smell bacon?
Yeah.
Because I'm putting it on these potatoes.
Potato.
Alright, so now we're just going to finish this up.
Do you like potato? You like potatoes?
I do like potatoes, thank you. Do you like potatoes?
My favorite kind of potatoes are French fries and fries.
French fries are your favorite?
Fries are my favorite kind of potatoes.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're going to grab some cheese and get it put on top of here. So let me grab the cheese. Now we got, I think this is mild cheddar. I'm just going to put some over the top. Like that right there. We have a Yorkie poo that is scratching at the gate over here, dying to get into the kitchen because she smells all the good stuff going on in here. They are not allowed. No, thank you. Oh my goodness. Now you can use as little or as much cheese as you want to. As you can see, I may be a little heavy-handed with it. That's okay. We like it like that. Alright guys, I'm going to put this in the oven under the broiler. I'm going to keep a very close eye on this because I do not want this to burn. So there's that. Going in there. Supper's coming together pretty quick tonight. Pretty easily too. Right. This is almost done. That's our chicken. I've got some peas right here, and all I did was add some unsalted butter and just a little bit of salt, because that's the way we like ours. And then our potatoes, I am keeping, oh, they're almost done. They're almost done. Let me grab the sour cream out of here. We'll show you what we're going to do with that. But first, we are going to check the internal temperature of our chicken. Make sure that it is at 165. Y'all. 168. Oh yeah, that's definitely done. Yep. Done. 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 Okay. Chicken is done, y'all. And it smells and looks amazing. There. Yeah. We'll put this over here. So there's that. Now let me check my, oh, potatoes are almost done. They're like that close, that close. So over here in this little bowl, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a little bit of my sour cream, like that right there. Don't need a whole lot. And I'm going to add some water to it. Don't take a whole lot. I'm going to stir it up. If you've ever wondered how they make the sour cream so thin, like the Mexican restaurants and stuff, well, this is one way anyway. Okay, I'm not saying this is the way they all do it. And I'm making a mess because I didn't get a big enough bowl. But it wouldn't be me if I didn't. Peas are almost done. Potatoes are almost done. I'm going to add just a little bit more sour cream in here. I did add a little too much water. It's a little bit thinner than I like it. I'm cooking supper a little early tonight because we are having some really heavy storms, and I want to make sure that I get supper done before power goes out. Because usually when the power goes out here, it's several hours before it ever comes back on. Alright, y'all. It's a little bit lumpy, but that's okay. There's the sour cream. I am going to turn the oven off. Set that over there. We'll put the sour cream up. That right there, and I'm going to grab my potatoes out. Oh yeah. Woo! I always let the heat come out before I reach in there. Alright y'all, loaded potatoes. I'm going to move y'all over here so that you can see the next step. I got to set these down first. Okay, we've got our loaded potatoes, smashed potatoes here. I'm going to take my sour cream and I'm just going to drizzle my sour cream over top like this right here. You just want to make sure that each potato gets a good drizzle. We may have to make some more. If we do, that's okay too. Maybe not. Maybe not. Because there's a couple of baby potatoes in the mix. There we go. Alright, does any of them just have a little bit that needs a little more? Yeah, that one right there. Got a little bit more right here. Somebody can get some extra attention. Oh, there's one. Barely has any. I'm sorry. Alright, there we go. Those are ready. We'll grab my peas. I hear them boiling. So I've got these right here. Gonna set them down. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna fix plates. I'm gonna grab Aiden's little plate. Y'all, he is a picky eater. Do not think he isn't, because he is. He is a very picky eater. He might eat this and he might not. Yeah. When he was younger, I did my very best to make sure that he ate what was cooked, and over the years, somewhere along the line, that just went haywire. So I'm going to put a chicken leg, a potato, and some peas on his plate. We'll see how that goes. And then Paps's plate. His is going to be 2 chicken legs. Look how pretty those are. Those turned out so good. And, oh, that potato just broke apart right on. Now, do you see why you don't have to worry about, you know, them falling apart or anything? Because all this stuff's going to help them hold together. And I said that, and that one right there fell apart. That's unfortunate. It wouldn't be one of my videos if something like that didn't happen. Now would it? Alright, there's Pap's plate. Right there. Y'all, we're gonna go eat supper. It's supper time. Is that pretty good? You like that chicken? Love you. And here's dessert for tonight. Cottage cheese and sugar-free raspberry jello. We live on the wild side, folks. That's just how we roll.